Good morning, boys and girls. You've reached Rhymer PT, Robert C. Peters YouTube channel. Hey, it's, what the hell's today? Thursday. You know, the last video I made on this subject, I had the day wrong. See what happens when your toe is taken away. I guess they took some of my brain with it. We're going to be working on the dog. The dog that's made out of Manzanita. This is Manzanita dog part 2. Remember him? Yeah. I gave him a bowl of water and some Kimball's and bits. He's okay. Gonna do quite a bit of sanding today. I'm gonna use my Dremel 4300 with a flex shaft and my Dremel 4300 with a flex shaft, and probably be using a lot of Kutzel burrs and some sandpaper. And I've also got a Bauer, I believe it is. Is it a Bauer? Yeah, it's a Bauer. A Bauer finger sander, and I've got a Bauer orbital palm sander. So we're gonna go to town on a little dude and make him look like a little dog. He's gonna be barking away by the end of the video. So tell me, boys and girls, now that I've got your attention. Now, first off, it's early. It's kind of early. I think it's 7:30, maybe quarter to 8. Have you had your coffee? Well, go get it. I'll wait. Do 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 do. Coffee is important, damn it. For you, those of you who haven't seen it, here's my coffee cup. You ever heard of petroglyph? You can go into this place. They've got earthenware pottery that hasn't been finished yet, and they've got everything from plates to cups to knickknacks and paddywhacks. They got little dragons for the kids. They've got just all kinds of little things that's clay, and it's been but I don't know what the process is, set in stone, but it hasn't been painted. So you pay a fee, you sit down with your buddies, and you paint, and you pay for this session to sit down there and just paint using their paints, and then you pay to have them put it in the kiln. And my wife loves to do that. So every, I don't know, maybe quarter year or every half year, we make little doodads, and I chose to make this. And on the other side, not as good as the front, I made a rose. And yeah, but this is one of my favorite coffee cups. It's fragile. Smelled like fragile. So I'm careful with it so I don't drop it, because it would be awful if it shattered into a billion pieces. It's got my coffee in it. A little bit of really strong coffee, a little bit of milk, a little bit of sugar. Probably shouldn't have the sugar because I'm diabetic, but you know what? Anyway, before I start, get up in my comments. Just for a second, I behoove you. Also, for God's sakes, hit that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe. I'm a friendly kind of guy. I make a hell of a lot of videos. I'll try to teach you something here and there, and I'll tell you some nifty stories. My question for you, and aimed mostly at the older gals and fellas out there, do you remember the name of your very first dog? Yeah, you can use a cat. Hell, you can use a hamster. If you had a pet snail, I don't give a damn. Do you remember the name of your very first pet? Come on now. Think hard. Think really hard. I, Robert C. Peters, can remember that when I was a really wee lad, I mean up to maybe 4 or 5 years old, I had a little stuffed dog. His name was Pupper. 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 And Pupper went everywhere with me. Now, he wasn't a pet. He was a stuffed animal. But if you were to ask my mom or anybody that knew us when I was just a wee lad, they would know about Pupper. My very first that I can recall dog pet was when we left Illinois and we moved to Sacramento. And we got this collie. He was black and white, and he would run around, and he was just all kinds of full of energy. And I named him Scamper. 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 Because all he did was scamper about. Scamper was a wonderful dog. Think hard, guys. Can you remember? Can you remember the name of your first dog, cat, snail, hamster, little bitty spider went up the water spout? I don't care. Good morning. Hey, did you get your coffee yet? Well, come on now. Yeah, I'll have tea. Have green tea. Green tea is really good. And if you're Japanese out there and you got your green tea, I say Ohayou gozaimasu. Koko wa doko watashi wa dare boko wa Roberto-san Tomodachi desu. Yeah, I spent time in Japan. Anyway, let's see. We got to make sure we got our PPE. Oh, don't fall. Got my mask. I need a new one of these, tell you what. But it'll work for now. Got my glasses. And my gloves. Now, once I get all this on, it's going to get loud up in here. So, you might want to think about turning the volume down, because I'm not going to talk much while I get this doing. Did you remember the name of your pet yet? Hey, you in the back. Shh. Drink your coffee. Okay, I'm going to start off with the finger sander. I got to round this dude's head. He looks funny. So here goes. I think I got a better idea, boys and girls. I'm gonna put you on pause for a second. I'm gonna put this thing on my bandsaw, and I'm gonna take some corners off. I'll come right back. See there? Isn't that better? Yeah. Could have gone probably better, but I was kind of rushing it. But with the finger sander, that's going to make a big difference. Yes, it is. Okay, put my mask back on and get her done. Hey, did you get that coffee yet? Hey, come on now. You in the back. If you don't quit screwing around, I'm going to kick you out of here. Seriously. Behave yourself. Yes, you can chew your chaw. But spit in a cup, you sick bastard. Spit on my floor, I'll kick your ass. What the hell, man? I swear, everywhere she goes, she chews that chaw. Okay, here goes. Now, if you haven't noticed, there's red underneath the white, but I need to get this down to bring that up, because that's his ear. So I'm going to come back and forth over this, kind of like a relief carving, so that this comes up, and then obviously go over that and kind of round his ear a little bit, so he looks like a floppy ear. You know, my wife took a look at this and said it looked like Dopey, or I think his name's Dopey from the cartoons. I thought that was funny. Yeah, so I'm gonna come down, and I'm liable to hit red, which doesn't really matter. The red's really pretty, but there's gonna be a lot of sanding going on. You know what? I'll tell you what. Let me pause and go off camera, and I'm gonna go at this because it's gonna take a while, and I'm gonna get that down. See how it comes up here? comes up, I'm going to finger sand the crap out of this and make it look a little more presentable. And then I'll come back and we'll be doing more work with a Dremel. And it'll be maybe a little more entertaining than just watching me go back and forth sanding this away. So, going to put you on pause, and when I come back, it'll look different. And while I'm gone, grab your coffee. And lady, if you spit on my floor again, I swear to God. Okay, recess is over. See how I rounded that? And I made those ears pop out a little bit better. I also took care of the bottom so that it sits a little better. It was leaning way forward. Okay, so gonna go at it with the Dremel a little bit. This is a Dremel 4000 with a Dremel flex shaft and a Kutzel Extreme Flame burr. I'm gonna make this make these ears a little bit more pronounced because I want them to pop off of the face a little bit, and so that you can see them. Yep. Okay, here goes. I'm running at about 20,000 RPM. I have to keep telling myself, let the burr do the work, Robert. Let the burr do the work. And then I get carried away, press too hard, and I get smoked. Either way works, but if you go slower and you don't push so hard, your machinery is going to last longer. This Manzanita is a very, very hard wood. It's 9th or so on the scale of hardness, and therefore it doesn't want to be messed with. And even at 20,000 RPM and one of the best burrs that Kutzel offers, if you press too hard, you're going to get smoked. If it leaves a brown spot like that and you don't like it, just go back over it. The brown spot will go away. Well, boys and girls, I'm going to stop right now, and we're going to call it on this video. There'll be another, but the dog just told me to stop because he's got some ringing in his ears from the Dremel. Oh my. Besides, I need coffee. So I'm going to take a coffee break, and then I'll maybe make another video, and we will continue with our puppy dog. How much is the puppy in the window? All right, guys. Thanks for watching. God bless.